How do you think we should start these things?
When we start out, do you want to start out with? Do you want to jump right into stuff, or do you want to go over a few things first?
Today we're going to be hitting these issues, bing, bing,
Yep,
bang.
that's what I'm thinking too.
And then kind of get into
So yeah, welcome to What's the Word Podcast. I'm Josh. Oops, you're Josh. I'm Josh, and he's Al.
Not a good start.
Not a good start. We're off to an awful start, folks. What are you covering today, Josh?
So we're going to talk about what's going on in the community of Cortland. We're going to talk a little bit about Russia and Ukraine. And we're going to talk about some of the interviews that we're going to be doing on this channel as well and for this podcast. So,
what are certain Cortland issues we could cover first? There's some things I've been thinking about in terms of, frankly, a lot how the new mayor has been handling the opioid and drug issues in Cortland and drug house issues in Cortland. And
yeah, I mean, here we can in Cortland we can talk about the mask mandates, how people have been feeling about those,
possibility of another surge coming.
Yeah, the vaccine, also the booster shots and the mandates around those.
It'd be interesting to talk to local businesses as part of that, as how they've handled COVID and survived, and how they're doing on the other side
we can do
of these waves. Maybe a good on the street.
Yeah. With this podcast, I don't necessarily want to be limited to any particular thing, just in case there's like a cool, crazy current event or something that happened.
Yeah.
We can talk about it and not feel like we're stuck in this box.
Yeah.
And then I also want to talk about our idea that we came up with many months ago now.
So what do you want to see? Do you see that, again, just to bring it back up, so we've talked about it in a couple of versions, do you see some of that as a panel? Or a person on to be interviewed?
I think, first we talk about our feelings and ideas about it and who we may want to see in the group. And then we reach out to people and say, hey, would you be willing to come on our podcast and talk about some issues that,
So let's try just talking about a topic right now.
Well, let's talk about Russia and Ukraine.
Yeah,
I
great.
sent that article over. So.
Yeah, but what I really want to, when we discuss this finally, I want to bring the lens out a little bit and really talk about...
And all the stuff that's happened now, for me, it kind of makes it a little bit harder to rationalize what he actually wants to do and what he's